going to show you how I handle long floats with stranded colorwork knitting. So I have a little project here, a little beanie, and I have a now row in which I have 11 stitches in white color, then some black stitches in between, and then again 11 stitches. So I have to tie those floats behind the work so that it wouldn't make too long float. If you tie those floats on wrong side of the work, it's much more, your knitting will be much more nicer from the right side too. So I'm always making a 3 stitches float, so I will first knit 3 stitches with the white color, then I'm tying a float. So I'm going to the stitch, I'm catching the contrasting yarn, and then I'm going over the yarn that I want to knit, and then I'm catching it from the stitch. That way I have tied the contrasting yarn on wrong side of the work, but still I have the stitch there. Then I'm continuing again with this white yarn and doing it again, because I have 2, 4, 6, 7 stitches. I'm going to the stitch, catching the float, catching the contrasting yarn, and then going to the stitch and knitting. On the next round, when you come to the stitch is placed a different way on the needle than it normally would. So I have here stitches that I will knit from the front loop, but when I come to this stitch I have to knit it from the back loop because it's different way on the needle. Again 2, 4, 6, 8. Then I'm going to knit those last 3 stitches. I get 11 stitches. Then I will show you it again. Let's repeat what I just did. Just get into the point. Right. Now 11 white stitches. First those 3 stitches, then catching the float like this. 3 stitches again, catching the float like that, and then again 3 stitches. That's it. Okay, now I'm on the next row. So as you can see, my stitch is wrong side on the needle, so I have to knit it from the back loop, the stitch that I used when tying the float. So now I'm continuing. I have to again catch the float because I have similar row with long floats. Let's do that again. Okay, then I have a row with long floats again. So now, as you can see, I have a place in which I have to again catch the float, but the stitch is wrong side on the needle, so I have to go from the back loop, and then again catch the throat. And it's again wrong side on the needle, but you can knit it from the back loop. That's fine. Okay, then I might have a situation that I have more than 3 stitches with the contrasting color yarn. So I am showing how I will catch those yarns, because this is the dominant yarn, more stitches with this color than this, so I want to keep them in the same position on my hand here, but I'm going to show you how I will tie those yarns. So I have 4 stitches in black color, so I am always taking the yarn from the top, the contrasting yarn, but then since I have 4 stitches, I will first knit 2 stitches, and then I'm going to fill under the main yarn. So that makes that I will catch the main yarn here, and then the next stitch I'm going over again, like I normally would, like this. I have tied this yarn here. So what I'm saying, that if you have long sections with the main yarn, you will do it like that. If you have long sections with the contrasting color, you will normally knit like this, but then go under to tie that yarn. That's it.